Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys with yet another Atlanta Falcons video. The Atlanta Falcons defense has been at the forefront for quite some time now. You have Raheem Morris, you have Jeff Ulbrich, guys, Jerry Gray. These guys are very knowledgeable football guys, and the fact of the matter is the Falcons defense has not been great for quite some time. They have been very inconsistent. They've had moments of good. They have moments of great defensive play, getting turnovers. You know, they have players that step out, that stand out at certain points in time. So I think we all can say, for the most part, that we want to be entertained, and we're talking about consistently entertained on the defensive side of the ball. The Atlanta Falcons have never truly lacked on the offensive side. They've been consistent for the past 20 years or so. So I think we can all agree that this defense needs to be to make the necessary changes. But let's get to D-Mac's comment, all right? And this is why I wanted to speak on this, because I love this comment. Like I said, Mike, absolutely. Raheem is a passive coach who relies too much on speed up front. It is long overdue for the Falcons to change their soft defensive attitude and get nasty. Now, I love this comment because, well, there's been a misunderstanding to a certain extent, but that's my own fault. That's my fault, and that's my own doing in regards to Raheem Morris, is how people think I view him. Look, I don't view him in the best regard. I'm not gonna sit up here and try to pretend like I think he's the greatest coach on the defensive side of the ball, because I do not believe that he's the greatest coach. I don't even think he's good at this point. I think he's been average at best, all right? Average at best. But nonetheless, I don't think that's the point that I'm going to. So it's going to be a slightly different approach. I want to say approach, but it's going to be a slightly different video as far as the tone is concerned with Raheem Morris, because, look, he said, he relies too much on speed. Well, I don't necessarily think that is a bad thing. Obviously, when you look at the NFL, a lot of those guys up front, the edge guys, especially the linebackers, all these guys are getting bigger, faster, stronger. Offensive linemen are getting bigger, faster, stronger. These guys are using speed. Speed is an unfortunate part of the game. Unfortunately, fortunately, a part of the game that we're going to continue to see. So I don't personally believe that Raheem relies too much on speed. I just think that's the NFL game, what we're dealing with today. It's just a lot of guys up front. We got guys that are running 4-4, 4-3 off the edge, and some of these tackles are not going to be able to keep up with it. So I do not believe that Raheem relies too much on speed. If you don't have speed up front, you're already looking to be disappointed. You have to have speed. You have to have big, long, athletically inclined guys like James Pierce Jr. Like, James Pierce Jr. is a guy that fits perfectly for what the Atlanta Falcons want to do. You got guys like Jeff Ulbrich, who came out earlier this week talking about he really is excited about James Pierce. You got Raheem Morris. You've seen him from the time he became the Atlanta Falcons head coach, that he wanted long guys with athleticism. He wanted these types of guys. So when you look at what Raheem wants to do, I think it's perfect. The only aspect of the defense that I think should change for the most part, obviously, it's just the approach. We're talking about the approach on the defensive side of the ball as far as, the secondary is concerned. You can't continuously play soft and off the ball the way Raheem has been doing if you're going to be successful in this particular brand of football. You can't be soft. You got to be a little bit more aggressive. So for me, I don't believe that Raheem relies too heavily on speed. Obviously, because I think that this is exactly what you need in this current defense, especially with the quarterbacks, mobile quarterback like Lamar Jackson. I mean, you got guys like Michael Penix Jr., he'll stand in the pocket, but this dude is an absolute threat on the edge to run and for touchdowns. We've seen it last year in his 3-game stretch as the starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. So when it all comes down to it, you know, I've definitely been harsh on Raheem Morris, but my concern with Raheem isn't necessarily his scheme. It's just certain aspects during the game that he doesn't make the right adjustments, and that right there is the source of my frustration with Raheem. We've seen this before. Make no mistake about it. This is not his first go around as a defensive guy, as a coach in the NFL. To hell with the head coach. This is not his first run in as a head coach. He needs to be better in his decision making, his in-game adjustments. That's it. Okay? It has to get better. You have to make better in-game adjustments, and that's when you look at it. That's been a source of my frustration, and I think I can speak for a lot of people when it comes down to Raheem Morris. Now, we do know for sure that players like to play with him, and that's all good and that's fine and dandy. I'm not here to, I don't care nothing about no beauty pageant, because this is not a beauty pageant when it comes down to football. The hell with that. You can go to absolute hell if you are here to see everybody like and be smiling, cordial with. Look, I don't care nothing about that. I'm here to bust motherfuckers in the mouth. I'm ready to see the Atlanta Falcons bust motherfuckers in the mouth. And I want to see Raheem reward people who bust people in the mouth. Not people that he cares about. Not people that he likes. Not the players that he wants on the team to succeed. I want him to reward players that actually succeed. And that's where I think Raheem Morris went, horribly wrong. You like Kirk Cousins. You gave Kirk Cousins that job. Okay? You gave it to him. Did he earn it throughout the years? Yes. But at the end of the day, when things start going bad, that's when I felt Raheem lost himself. So, like I said, at the end of the day, do I believe that Raheem Morris relies too heavily on speed? No, I don't. I think that's the way of the NFL right now. It's going to be speed, athleticism, length. All right, speed, athleticism, length. Now, another aspect of this, the players playing up front is obviously the linebacker core. And I think Jeff Ulbrich, is going to fix that. So, like I said, at the end of the day, man, the Atlanta Falcons are going to continue to, improve, especially with the athleticism that they have up front. Jalen Walker, James Pierce Jr., Xavier Watts in the secondary. I love what the Falcons have done for the most part on the defensive side of the ball. So I do expect these guys to improve. But again, this goes back to Raheem Morris. Man, he has to make better in-game adjustments. Not only Raheem, but Jeff Ulbrich. These guys have to make the in-game adjustments if this Atlanta Falcons team is going to be good. But let me know what you guys think about this. This has been another Atlanta Falcons video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, again, leave suggestions, leave comments just like this. They are seen and we do pay attention. But your boy, man, Mike is out of here, man. You enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm out of here, man. Peace.